Good evening and welcome to this ABC 36 News Update. I'm Megan Skaggs. Former state lawmaker Steve Nunn pleaded not guilty today in a Hart County courtroom to 6 counts of wanton endangerment. Police charged Nunn after they say he fired a weapon as they tried to approach him in his parents' cemetery plot near Glasgow. That was back in September. Investigators wanted to question Nunn about the death of his ex-fiancée, Amanda Ross. She was found shot to death outside her Lexington home earlier that day. Nunn has been charged with Ross's murder in Fayette County, where he has pleaded not guilty. A man who police say robbed a Lexington gas station last week is now behind bars after a police chase early this morning. Police say LaRon Cobb was arrested near Osage Court in Lexington after crashing into a parked car. Lexington police tried to pull Cobb over around 3 a.m. Investigators say the car he was driving matched the description of a car they say was used in last week's Shell station robbery on Richmond Road. An employee at that Shell station who was behind the counter during the robbery says police brought in Cobb's photo this morning. Cobb has been charged with robbery, among other things. Court records show he has a criminal record dating back to 1999, including charges for robbery in 2001. The head of the Public Service Commission says the agency will make 63 recommendations in a soon-to-be-released report on how to improve the response to a major natural disaster. The state was hammered by an ice storm this past January. The ice storm came on the heels of a windstorm in September of last year. The two storms combined left nearly 1.4 million customers without power and caused $1.2 billion in damage. The PSC's report, which will be released Thursday, will urge better communications from the utilities.
What we're trying to do is to get the utilities to make better use of the more cutting-edge technologies that are available today to communicate with their customers. Whether that's Twitter, whether that is reverse 911 type technology, whether it's texting.
The PSC will also make recommendations to consumers, things like only calling their electric company once they lose power. Well, Churchill Downs plans to double down on night racing next year. The track is offering twice as many racing events under new permanent lights in hopes of whipping up interest long after the Kentucky Derby. The historic Louisville track said it intends to host 6 night racing events in 2010, 4 during the spring meet and 2 in the fall, pending approval from the Kentucky Horse Racing Commission. Churchill debuted night racing under temporary lighting at 3 events during this year's spring meet. Attendance averaged just under 30,000, far above the typical turnout for those dates. That is going to do it for this ABC 36 News Update. You can always get the latest news, weather, and sports by logging on to our website, WTVQ.com.